MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup in store between the Houston Astros and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball next on the show. Jim Smith, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
It's not an easy thing to do to pitch as a rookie, but one of the things you have to do is use the positives. The opposing team has never faced you. You can't be afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. Establish your pitches and try to work quickly.
So digging in now, George Springer. He will lead this one off today. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch is a fork ball, too low for ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. On the ground to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Batting second, the second baseman.
Digging in, Jose Altuve, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Center fielder going back to the track. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So a two-run shot to left center, and the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
That is third. The right fielder, Michael Brantley.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll take a look at ball one. Now a step off as they try to get on the same page. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and the Astros have taken a 3-0 lead.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers. Yet, we'll see if he can regroup or if he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
Too high, 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hard hit ball to second.
The first baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. From the stretch. In there for strike one. 3 runs already home here. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him. At the plate, Yordan Alvarez.
Yordan Alvarez.
Just keeping him close. First pitch on its way.
Nope, ball 1.
To me, fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this.
Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Well, he's following the code not to miss down and into a lefty, everything on the outer half of the plate.
Gurriel leads off first with 1 away. And he misses 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now, he needs to think about this hitter.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with 1 away. Stepping in, Carlos Correa. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. 0-1 the count. Next pitch will be number 24 in this long first inning. Behind 0-2 now. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Martin Maldonado. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. Inside with the screwball for ball 1. Now the 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, this is a big pitch right here. Can't allow them to tack on any more runs. Let's see if he attacks his...
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Astros 3, the Reds coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Justin Verlander, a Virginia-born right-hander, gets the ball to start this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be a lot of fun. This guy won the Cy Young Award last year in the AL, so he knows how to pitch. And one of the things he does effectively, he attacks the strike zone. And if he does that, he should be fun to watch in this one.
Now batting, Barry Larkin. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. He's got to hurry. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Batting second, the center fielder, Ken Griffey Jr.
Stepping into the box, Ken Griffey Jr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. First pitch on its way from Verlander. Bases are empty, one man out. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Pulled toward right center field. Brantley is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jim Smith. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Verlander sets his sights. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that's outside.
2 out, nobody on. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
Oh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Boy, sure taking his sweet time down there at the plate. He'll step out yet again. And now here's the 3rd time he's stepped out. Talk about breaking up a guy's rhythm. And he'll step out for a 4th time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. And now someone's going to need to take charge down there. This is getting ridiculous. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top. New inning set to get underway. Striding in for Houston, Justin Verlander. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Gotta find a way to grind.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Morgan backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, George Springer. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball that's outside.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
One out, nobody on. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Strike 3 called. Nasty screwball there for out number 2.
He's looking a lot sharper and has settled in here in the second inning. It'd be hard not to, because that first inning was pretty much a mess. But I give him credit for letting it go and making some really good adjustments.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Forkball didn't miss by much, and he runs it to 3-1.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now. When a guy homers off you early in the game, the last thing you want to do is challenge him and maybe have him do it again. He was a lot more careful with him there.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Aristides Aquino is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Michael Brantley is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
The 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Snap throw from the catcher. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The bat.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. Has a look, now the pitch. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Another 0-2 home. Fouled off. Another one sent foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Smoke toward third. Throw to the plate goes right by him. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And digging in to bat next, the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach. But if they can't score any more here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Offered a low one there, but came up empty. And he misses again. Ball 3.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score. Next up for the Stros, Yordan Alvarez reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. 1-0 the count. Called strike at the knees. 1-1. 2 out, bases loaded. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 6-0 ball game.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Here's Carlos Correa now.
And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right.
2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Swings through it for strike number 2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up.
Maldonado.
In now, Martin Maldonado. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. He'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
Now at the plate, Justin Verlander. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's set. Here it comes. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Dunn has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side.
Leading off for the Reds.
Bottom of the inning now. So now the Reds cleanup hitter, Johnny Bench. Now here's the pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 44.
Now at the plate, Adam Dunn. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. And now we'll take a moment here at home plate as he asks for time. And really stretching out the at-bat as he steps out for a second time. And he'll step out for a third time now. Boy, rather indecisive up there. Bases are empty, one man out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he'll step out for a fourth time here. And now be careful, because I don't know many pitchers who care for these type of shenanigans. And now someone's going to need to take charge down there. This is getting ridiculous. And now time granted here as he'll step out to rethink things down 0-2. Done with that open stance, and here's the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys, because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down. And
there's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot here to left center field, and they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Yuli will take this one himself, and that ends the inning. Reds get. And back in Cincinnati as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said they're flat out doing an outstanding job at picking on pitches that they can do something with. And by that, he means pitches inside the strike zone. The numbers definitely back that up as well. Less than 10% of their swings have been at pitches outside the zone. For comparison, the Major League average is somewhere around 30%, something they want to keep up as this game progresses, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, no balls and a strike.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
Hard liner, but picked up on a hop.
And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Man, this is a perfect summary of how the game has gone for him. They haven't been able to hit, catch, or throw all game long. In fact, they should just throw a 10 over this thing, because this has become a three-ring circus.
No balls and a strike to count. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Comes set, and the 0-1.
Ball one. Look out, 1-1.
Yeah, and that splitter is normally the go-to pitch to this guy, but it really hasn't shown that good downward action that he usually has. He needs to get back to finishing it out front.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. A runner at first with no outs here. Drilled down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Springer is on his way home. He'll score easily as they extend their lead even further. And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Right fielder, Michael.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley.
So he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
It was a walk in his last trip. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he misses there. 1-2. A runner in scoring position with none out. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
He's set and the pitch.
This has been a rough inning for him on the mound, but now after that sac fly, he's got to reset. No one on base, so just get 2 more outs and let your teammates try to pick you up with the bats.
A dive, but he can't come up with it in right as it skips right past him. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double. Kurt Casale is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Now playing right field.
So here's Yuli Gurriel as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. 2-0.
2-0.
3-0 now.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. Still only 1 out in the inning. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
I'm not sure what else the manager or pitching coach need to see, Matt. He obviously doesn't have his best stuff, and the longer he stays out there, the bigger the hole he digs.
Don't want to forget about him. To the plate now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
3 balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. Carlos Correa is on deck. There's ball 4.
Take the break.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
So next to swing the bat will be Carlos Correa. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Casale is over just a few steps to his left as he takes it for out number 2.
Up next to the Astros.
So striding in, Martin Maldonado. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he gets ahead with a screwball that's in there for strike one.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits. A pathetic. Bottom of the third now. Stepping into the box, Kurt Casale.
The right fielder, Kurt.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Casale.
Couldn't resist on that one, and he's behind 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Left side. And there's one down now. Striding in, Joe Morgan.
Joe Morgan.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Altuve at second. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
The batter, number 11.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Barry Larkin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Verlander sets his sights. Here comes the first pitch. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning.
Leading off for Houston.
Striding into the box, Justin Verlander. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0.
In this situation right here, I'm protecting my pitcher from himself. I know he wants to swing the bat and let the boys know in the clubhouse that he can do his job, but I'm probably putting a take sign on right here.
3-1.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike.
And he popped him up. Morgan ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 4.
Here's George Springer. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In his career, Springer has collected just over 150 home runs in his big league days. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there. And
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer as they just continue to pour it on here.
One of the best qualities of this pitcher is keeping the ball in the ballpark. He's not an easy guy to get the ball up in the air again, so he's going to have to regroup a little bit here. He's not used to giving up home runs.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Three and 0, here it is. And he misses again, ball 4, and his control is really letting him down now. Stepping up now, Michael Brantley. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
The third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Alex Bregman. It was an RBI double for him in his last turn to the plate. Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Hey, it's been a little bit of a rough outing for this guy in this one so far. And one thing you can look at if you want to get really picky, less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
On the ground to third. And he'll tag the runner coming by. At least make him throw it. And the inning is over. Astros forced to settle for. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. Ready now for Cincinnati. Ken Griffey Jr. flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Junior.
Hit softly on the ground to first. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. In now for the Reds, Jim Smith. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikes. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Alvarez is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batter.
Digging in to try it again, Johnny Bench. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First offering on its way. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Big man will try to bunt his way aboard. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree. So coming to the plate, Yuli Gurriel. Last time through was a base hit. And that misses for ball 1.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out.
The batter, the left fielder.
Ready once again, Yordan Alvarez. It was a walk in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Sliced down the left side, but foul. 0-1, here's the pitch.
One ball, two strikes.
Lifted down the line in left. Suarez in foul ground, and they can't run it down. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Forkball didn't miss by a whole lot. 2-2.
2-2.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th. And the former #1 overall pick in American League Rookie of the Year, Carlos Correa, bats next. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Line drive to center field. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So with that, the top of the 5th is still alive.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting up.
Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Houston, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to talk about the state of the Reds. And he said they just aren't putting enough competitive at-bats together right now. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Into the box now, Adam Dunn, as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again. The windup and the 0-1. To second. Altuve fields it cleanly. Throw on to first takes care of Dunn as the shift does its job, and there's one away.
The third baseman, number 7.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Eugenio Suarez. Well, he's off to a hot start in this one. Homered his first time around.
And that last at-bat.
Uh-oh, hold that thought as this one is deep down the line in left. Hooking, but it's a fair ball. Home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, his second of the game, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matty V. How about D-Row? This is one of the better ballparks to hit it in the world. The Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Ball flies out of this place.
Great American Small Park. We used to watch guys like Adam Dunn and Jay Bruce hit monster bombs in this yard. I'm not surprised at all with what we saw today.
First delivery to him on the way. Sliced hard on the ground. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8-9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
From the stretch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 5 errors in the game so far. Ouch. And before the 0-1 pitch, he'll step out of the box and get his bearings a bit. Verlander pauses. Here comes the pitch. Now a swing and a deep drive to right. And this one clears the bullpen. A long home run. A two-run blast to straightaway right field, but that'll do little more than make a dent in this big deficit. At the plate now, Barry Larkin. As Verlander jumps ahead of him here with strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And now maybe a mind game or two going on down there as he steps out a second time in the AB. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 0-2 to Larkin.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Softly hit out to short. And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Aledmus Diaz will grab a bat and lead things off here in the top of the 6th.
Number 16, Aledmus Diaz.
Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball 1. The 1-0. Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1. Down the left field line and deep. And no shot for Dunn. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. There's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion.
And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He'll get it into second. On to second, but the throw is wide. And he'll make it to third with a triple. Into the box now, Jose Altuve. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. In there, 0-1. A man at third with 1 away. And the runner back. Throw is up the line as it gets away. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the gap for his third hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His third hit this afternoon.
Wow, throw a tent over it and bring out the clowns. Look like a 3-ring circus out there. One outfielder mistimes his jump and the ball gets past him. His buddy has to back him up and get the ball in. A good thing, too. Otherwise, it could have been a triple or even an inside the Parker.
slapped hard.